so some more on the incentives for this week. We do see props right now for the Saturday night game between Jacksonville and Tennessee. And again, some of the incentives here. Christian Kirk, he gets $500,000. He needs 2 catches and 91 yards to hit those incentives. Well, Christian Kirk's prop for yards in this game is 55.5 at DraftKings. Zay Jones needs 2 catches and 98 yards for a $250,000 bonus and a $500,000 bonus.
Yeah.
Zay Jones is 49.5.
This is tricky because it's such an important game. If it was just a regular, typical Week 18 game, okay. Well, you should get 3 catches, or I'm assuming at least 2. But first things first, make sure the game's in hand and it's comfortable, and then you can start worrying about this. And your question to Mike earlier, it's not just the quarterback. Remember 2 years ago, that was also Leftwich walking around. Who wants to eat? Who wants to eat? It's the offensive coordinator who you go to and say, listen, I have some props here and some incentives. I have incentives here. Can I make $1 million? I'll take care of you.
That was Brady to Antonio Brown.
Yep.
And they were running back-to-back-to-back plays specifically to get Brown. Remember they were doing that...
push pass.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And he went over his bonuses then. And they all cashed. That was great.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the kind of information that, it pays to know that stuff beforehand. A lot of the stuff is... like the Lawson angle is dynamite. Where's my information on Lawson?
Just needs a sack, 600,000.
Yeah, he needs 1 sack to get that bonus. And here's the breakdown on Lawson. He gets the Dolphins' offensive line. They're ranked 31st in the league. He had 6 pressures week 5 against Miami.
Knockout information.
What do you want to do? What do you want to do with Justin Jefferson? Now, he needs 194 to break the record. How do you treat this if you're Kevin O'Connell, if you're Kirk Cousins, and you're Jefferson? I mean, what if it's 28-3 Vikings third quarter? Are you still throwing him screen passes to get the record?
I don't think Jefferson is thinking about that, and he cares. The other thing is you look like a complete buffoon if something would happen to him in the fourth quarter and he can't play in the playoffs. Jefferson keeps saying it's all about the ring and let's get a championship.
Yeah, if you get,
I guess it's how close are you once you get into the third quarter? What happens in the first half?
Sure.
Also, is the guy really out there if you're blowing him out against Peterman? I mean, if the game's in hand, are you really going to put him out there?
I can't imagine that. However, you can still bet him over 90.5, or you can bet him with the alternate stuff over 100, 120, that kind of thing. Now, what hurt him was last week doing nothing against the Packers. Because let's say Jefferson was within, 115 yards right now. Well, then I would absolutely be looking to play him over 100 yards and over 110 on alt numbers. But 194, that's, unless he breaks one on the first, let's say in the first quarter, the very first drive of the game, hey, there's a 79-yard touchdown to Jefferson. Okay, now you're cooking. But if that doesn't happen, man, they're really going to have to... Can you imagine that in a blowout? Hey, here's 11 second-half targets for Justin Jefferson to break the record.
49ers did it one game with final game with T.O.
They're all Owens.
Didn't he have 20 catches in the game?
Yeah, he did.
Just like, let's just throw it to him every single play and see what happens.
Yep. All right, so you're all hot and heavy in some other props that you're going to bet.
Visit VSiN.com to get current odds. Listen for free, find showtimes, and download VSiN sports betting podcasts.